Welcome to my work environment. My laptop, my boat, the table on which my laptop sits. Would you like to be able to go to work wearing jeans and t-shirt? Would you like to be able to go to work without leaving your home? Would you like to be able to go to work 24 hours at any time of the day within a span of 24 hours? As a member of today's modern workforce virtual teams, you can do just that. What is a virtual team? A virtual team is a group of individuals who work across time, space, and organizational boundaries utilizing web communication technology. A virtual team also have complementary skills and share an approach to work ethic that they hold themselves accountable for. Virtual teams use information and communication technology exclusively to collaborate, communicate, and coordinate their efforts, and to share information. Virtual teams perform their work through ICT, information communication technology, at least 85% of the time. Organizations such as General Electric, Hewlett-Packard, AT&T have all utilized various degrees of virtual teams in their organization. For instance, you have a manager who is responsible for employees who lives in Austin, Texas, who is responsible for employees in Brazil, Malaysia, and Ireland. I got the opportunity to be a member of a virtual team. I go to school at Broward College, and I'm taking a workforce communications course. One of the assignments the professor gave us was she assigned us to teams and gave us topics. The topic that my team was given was virtual teams and traditional teams, compare and contrast them. It turns out that the team leader and I did not live close to each other. We worked different times, went to school different times. The only way that we could successfully do this report was as a virtual team. We did a virtual team report plan. We signed it. It's laid out when we were to communicate, when we were to submit to each other drafts of the information we need for the research paper, who was predominantly responsible for putting the report together, and dates when we would meet online. We followed this plan pretty much as it was written. We had 3 phone calls to each other. The rest of the communication, coordinating, and sharing of information was done online. I submitted the research we needed for the report. He plugged it into the report format he already had on his laptop, computer. I read it, and then he submitted it to our professor. All done in the time frame and the way it was supposed to be done. We have not yet been graded on it, but I have a feeling it's going to be a very good grade. I have yet to meet this man. I've never seen him. I've never met with him face to face. I didn't meet with him online, but at the time I didn't know how to use my webcam, so we weren't even able to visit each other. But what point I'm trying to make is, because I was reliable, and he was reliable, the team project worked. The advantages of virtual team is, as I mentioned before, you don't have to leave your home to go to work. You don't have to wear a suit and tie. You don't have to put on heels and stockings. You can wear a shirt, t-shirt, and jeans or shorts, and flip-flops if you wish. It doesn't require submitting travel vouchers. It doesn't require an office. So for many organizations, it's less expensive to have virtual teams. So the disadvantages of virtual teams are a lack of trust. You cannot see what other people are doing, and you are really working at you usually work at the same time, so how do I know, rarely work at the same time, so how do I know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing? I know I am, but how do I know you are? Well, the ways that can be handled is a team manager, a team leader, can have impromptu meetings if there's a problem that pops up, and the software allows us to have meetings online pretty much anytime we need or want. Send an email to the members of the team stating the time at the workplace and time and place of the work meeting, and then hold the meeting. And it's just like holding a regular meeting. You have minutes, you have agenda, you have discussion, you have conclusions, there's decisions made. Decisions can often be made more rapidly using a virtual team because we've already done the background work. We've been collaborating before, and if you already know what each other thinks to an extent, so we share information more readily. We have to. A virtual team requires the ability to use information communication technology throughout the day and night. If we don't use it, we have no way of knowing what someone else is doing. The trust is built on reliability and using the information technology exclusively. When a virtual team first starts, it is built upon the fact that we use the same information technology, whether it be webcam, meeting space, email, or all the above. The disadvantages also of virtual teams, there is no face-to-face meeting. The management of a virtual team is different from the management of a traditional team. A traditional team can watch and observe the people as they work, and if there's a problem, catch it in the butt, and nip it in the bud, and work with it, change it, and make it work. For a virtual team, communication is key. If a manager is not comfortable with something that's going on, or is concerned over getting a piece of information on time, it is imperative that an email communicate with the team personnel if need, and that they respond. A successful team responds immediately to requests. One of the problems with a virtual team is there is no face-to-face meeting. And there are visual clues that we can get that we don't get online. There are non-verbal clues that you can get, like things at the water fountain. If they don't look well, you could say they don't look so good, you should go home. Virtual teams, you don't have so much of that. Virtual team leader needs to provide clear, defined direction. And there needs to be consequences if the direction is not followed. If you have a team leader, a team personnel who has been reassigned to a traditional team because it wasn't working out for the virtual team, you have a new virtual team member, what you need to do then is introduce this new member to the team at your weekly meeting, have him or her speak about what their project job is, what they've done before, and introduce a little bit about themselves. Then, on a daily basis for the next week or so, have them communicate one-on-one through the internet, through information communication technology, with each of the other team members. Chat about where they're from, what they think, what they have, what their field of expertise is. This helps build a camaraderie in a virtual team. What cements a virtual team together is the fact that they are reliable. They rely on each other. If you're not reliable, the team has not a very good chance of surviving. I'd like to say one more time that the key to a successful virtual team is communication. Virtual teams are built by people like yourself, like you and me. We are willing to step outside of the box, outside of being on a traditional team, willing to risk working across time, space, and organizational boundaries and cultural boundaries in order to accomplish the goal. I recommend virtual teams as being a way to work. Traditional teams are necessary, yes, but virtual teams are a wave of the future, and I want to be part of that wave. I want to be able to get up in the morning, put on my shorts, my shirt, and sit down and go to work. Thank you.